When you find couples that have great, successful relationships, you want to ask them, what's their secret? Sometimes it comes down to just plain old liking each other.
We listen, you know, we always listen to what the other one's saying, or try and listen to what they're thinking.
What was that?
Most of it is compromise.
Yeah, it is. It is
It's
compromise.
And mutual respect, I think that's what we do. We respect each other within our partnership, and it takes two of us to become a team.
And the rest is just liking each other. It's that simple.
We share separate things and then we bring them to each other and we keep each other challenged, we keep each other interested. You know, and I think that's the thing, you've got to be interested and interesting. You've always got to be on it with a relationship. You know, you can't actually drop the ball.
See, it's the love, but it's also the like, and I like that they talk about that. So Dr. Karyn Gordon is back with me now to talk about the success, like keeping a marriage successful, and what the tips are to have a thriving marriage. I think it's a great thing to talk about because I feel in society there isn't a lot of attention paid to successful marriage.
I know.
You hear about every single thing else in the media, but not so much about a successful marriage. So let's talk a little bit about what the secrets are.
The secrets. All right, the secrets.
Tell
so
us
tip
the
number
secrets.
1. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
I want everyone to think about this. Who is the first couple you think of when you think of, ooh, they have got an awesome marriage? Everybody think about a couple. Yep. Everyone's like, okay, everyone's got a couple? Everyone's like, I'm not really sure. So then question is, how much time do you spend with them? Because it's really important to spend time with other couples who are thriving.
Okay.
And the reason is because we will often mimic with what we see. There's one couple that we hang out with, they're extremely affectionate. And I find that when we hang out with them, I just like start like, like grabbing Brent's shoulders. And like I literally start mirroring.
Yeah.
And then if you're with couples that are really bickering, right? Then you almost kind of feel that it's so uncomfortable. And so they actually say in research over and over again is consistent around the people, like who do you choose to spend time with?
Okay, that's interesting. I would say the couple that's top on my list is my mom and dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then friend couples, there are 3 of them I like. But it wouldn't be my first choice to spend time with another couple.
Okay.
So it's interesting because I feel like I hold my family so close because my life is socializing.
Right.
So when I go home, it's like that's home. Like I want to be with those 3, you know, plus the fur baby.
Right.
But yeah, so that's interesting that you can actually learn from other couples.
You can learn from other couples, and because you literally will a lot of times mirror the energy that you actually, the emotional energy that you get from them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, you say successful marriages practice the 5-1 rule.
5-to-1 rule. So this is from the Gottman Institute. They've got wonderful research on relationships. So they basically literally looked at the science, the relationship, the science of it. Couples that are doing really well, it's called the 5-to-1 ratio. So for every critical or constructive feedback you're giving to your spouse, you have to be giving 5 more positive affirmations.
Okay.
So ask yourself, do you tell your spouse 5 times?
Yeah.
5 times.
That's a lot.
More affirmations than constructive feedback.
Okay, that's a good rule.
Versus unhealthy relationship, it's the other way. It's like 1 to 8.
Ugh.
So one constructive, 1 positive, and 8 criticisms.
Okay.
So you want to get away from that. So you want to ask yourself 5-to-1.
That's a good goal.
Yes.
Okay, they have sex a minimum 1 time per week.
Minimum. This came out of Society for Personality and Social Psychology. So you need minimum.
Okay.
Minimum.
You're not allowed to be tired anymore.
I like 3, to be honest. Well, personally, I do like 3. I'm going to be honest, but that kind of did. I wasn't planning to say that in my notes, but that's fine. I'm a relationship expert, and I'm happily married. So
you're allowed to say it.
My target is 3.
Okay.
We target 3. You need to have measurable goals.
Are you intentional about it?
Absolutely.
Are you like, see you on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday?
This was not part of my notes. This is what happens on Cityline. We just go off script.
It's in her iPhone.
Yeah,
You like schedule it in.
We do have a schedule because I find that if it's not scheduled, to be quite honest, then it doesn't happen.
Right.
You know, and it's kind of like, and I really feel it's important to have it measurable because without something that's measurable, you don't really know what the target is.
That's true.
So I like over and over again, I'm going to recommend 3.
Yeah.
But what's interesting about this particular research is that they actually found minimum 1 time, but more than 1 isn't necessarily going to give you a happier, healthier relationship.
Okay.
Because you need the emotional connection.
Right.
So you're thinking, oh, just have more sex. Okay, let's have lots of sex. Let's have lots of sex. Ooh, we're having so much sex. But then more sex isn't going to necessarily give you a better relationship. You need minimum one, but you have to also have that emotional connection.
Right, and you have to understand that for a lot of people, the physical connection is the thing that leads to the emotional connection.
Yes.
So it is really crucial in a relationship.
Very critical, yes.
To have lots and lots of sex.
Yes.
Okay, tip number 4. What would you say?
They prioritize the relationship without the kids.
This is an important one.
There's 2 spikes that happen with divorce. Okay, the first is around the first 3 years of marriage, which is why they call them starter marriages. One of the next spikes is when kids leave for college or university, because all of a sudden couples are looking at each other going, I don't know who you are, because we've been focusing on our children so much.
Right.
Okay, it's really good for your kids to see you having date nights with your spouse, kissing with your spouse, affection with your spouse. They need to see that you are prioritizing. So it's marriage first, kids second.
I gotta say, it's really hard to do it,
is
though.
hard.
Especially in society the way it is now.
Yes.
So we took our first vacation, just the 2 of us, 2 years ago.
Right.
And we didn't do it last year because we felt a little bit guilty about it.
Right.
But we learned after last year, oh, no, we're doing that again. It was
so
amazing
good.
to just be with him. It was incredible to remember all of the reasons why we like and love each other.
Totally.
And we had to do that without the kids around.
And it's so good for your kids to see that. You're like, you know what, we love you, but we love us.
We love us.
And we're gonna
a lot.
we're gonna pour into us. Very, very healthy.
Okay, I think just really, really quickly, one tip that you have to kiss for 10 seconds.
10 seconds. It's called the 10-second rule. So you come in the door, don't kiss your dog, you kiss your spouse, and here's the thing, for 10 seconds, research is saying that you have to kind of lip lock. It's kind of like the make-out kind of
It's a real kiss.
It's a real kiss, not like, how was your day? Kind of like, I want you.
Okay.
I want you kind to kiss. 10 seconds, everyone, count it.
Count it.
When you're making out with your spouse.
It's measurable.
It's
There you
measurable.
go.
I like numbers.
I like your tips.